Come gather around with family and friends. It's that special time of year. The Santa Claus Parade is about to begin. So get ready, make some noise, and cheer.
Welcome to everyone watching across Canada. It's a beautiful day in downtown Toronto. Our special effects department has even provided snow, which is fitting because it is the 110th annual Santa Claus Parade.
Good day, everybody. I'm Melissa Grello.
And I'm Ken Shawn. This is George, by the way, and these are some of our friends who are joining us here. We have a wonderful show for you today. You know, it's a parade that is filled with joy. It is filled with beautiful floats and lots of holiday festive cheer.
Now, speaking of those floats, we've got great appearances to look forward to from Barbie. How about the great hit game Skylanders? We also have the Penguins of Madagascar and even the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And we have our friends here, and we have friends on the street as well, including Gurdeep Ahluwalia. Hi, Gurdeep.
Hey, guys, what's going on? It is amazing out here. It is snowing. People are excited. You guys ready to see Santa? Oh, the kids are fired up. The energy is palpable. Guys, let's pop the top on this party. Let's send it back to you.
All right, Gurdeep, thank you so much. Now, we are here right now, and let's figure out where is this parade going today. It's going to be beginning right here in downtown Toronto, starting at Christie Pitts, and then it's going to be making its way past the Royal Ontario Museum.
And that's where we are right now. The entire route is 6.5 kilometers long.
So exciting, Ken. You know that the Santa Claus Parade, for a lot of people watching, is sort of the unofficial beginning of the holiday season.
Well, we're going to make it official today. Thank you for joining us. This is one of the most watched, one of the most loved parades in all of North America.
Speaking of history, let's get underway with Mother Goose, brought to us by Morant Construction.
The parade begins by honoring the past. The design of Mother Goose hasn't changed in 78 years, about as long as she has been leading the way at the parade.
Now, she made her debut back in 1917, but, you know, if you ask me, Ken, she doesn't look a day over 29.
Just like us. You know, when she first appeared, she was the biggest float of them all. What a testament to the hardworking people at Santa's workshop year-round to build these stunning creations.
Now, Ken, speaking of building, Morant Construction provides management and general contracting in Greater Toronto. They are a proud sponsor of this parade.
So it's a tradition that the parade starts with Mother Goose. What are some of your holiday traditions, Mel?
Oh, some good old family dinner. We go to Mass, we open presents, and all of that happens on Christmas Eve.
All right, what time should I be over?
The E.L. Crossley Marching Band from Fonthill, Ontario.
And they're proudly dressed in their school colors, blue and gold. Hey, we just got our first tweet from Santa.
I love that he's tweeting. Well, he says, the reindeer and I just flew in from the North Pole for the big parade. I'll be there to see you all soon, so stay warm. #ToSanta. Hey, Santa, can't wait to see you.
Special moment this has to be, you know, to have the opportunity to walk in the parade. I'll bet it's something you remember for the rest of your life.
And it looks like our blue bunnies lead the way for Alice in Winter Wonderland.
And there's a White Rabbit enjoying afternoon tea with the Mad Hatter. And Alice, of course, all characters from the classic fantasy novel by Lewis Carroll.
Now, no doubt the tea is from Metro, always known for fresh quality food and ready to help Christmas celebrations in every neighborhood, even Wonderland.
What a clever twist on the story here, reimagined in the magical snowy setting. And look at those cute kids dressed up as snowflakes.
Well, they look beautiful, and well done, Metro, for this stunning creation. You know, seeing all the fun kids are having this year, I really hope we do have a white Christmas. And Ken, today really seems like we're getting a good start.
It is a good start. You know, folks in Toronto complain whenever there's a flake of snow coming down or whenever the temperature gets down around the freezing mark. But today is just, it's a postcard out here.
Let's check out the McMaster Marching Band, founded in 2009.
This past August, they were the only Canadian university competing at the International Drumline Battle in Indianapolis.
Unbelievable. We're really grateful to have them here at the parade today.
Now, bear with me here. I'm going to pause to introduce Pink and Blue Musical Bears. And they brought snacks, honey jars, of course. What else would you expect?
And they are ready to sing with their microphones in hand. I guess all they need now is a band. And speaking of that band, here it is, the Toyland Band, brought to us by 98.1 CHFI. Now, starting today, they'll be playing Christmas songs throughout the entire holiday season.
Well, I guess it makes sense to put a robot on the drums now to keep time. And there's a giant teddy bear playing the guitar and an elephant with an accordion.
Now, that must take some serious skill because those elephant fingers, yeah, they look a little bit too big for those buttons, Ken.
I'd never underestimate an elephant, Mel. If there's one thing I love about the holidays, it's the music that you hear everywhere this time of year. And we're so happy that CHFI helps get us into the holiday spirit with holiday music.
Do you have a favorite holiday song, Ken?
Yeah, you better watch out, you better not cry. And you know the rest of that. Who's coming to town?
And it is time for us to get back into some music, this time from the Toronto Police Pipe Band. Now, this band has been performing for a very, very long time.
Can you believe it? They formed more than 100 years ago, and they always help to get the crowds at the parade going every year.
Great music over here. What about where you are, Gurdeep?
I tell you what, Mel and Ken, my friends here are very smart because it's cold, but a good way to stay warm when it's cold is to have a little dance party, right, guys? Let's have a little dance party out here, yeah! They are loving the music out here, and I met a couple of friends here. This is Oliver and his sister, Caitlin. They're here from Orangeville, and Caitlin, you were telling me it's your first time down at the parade. What do you think so far?
I like it, really. I love it.
What's your favorite float so far, Oliver?
Being here.
Yeah, being here is pretty special, isn't it? All right, we gave out some antlers, we gave out some hats. Guys, make some noise! Back over to you.
Right now, I spy some colorful characters coming our way. Clowns, bumblebees, and butterflies, and they look like they're right out of a cartoon.
And they are making way for a big crowd favorite.
It's the Treehouse Float, featuring Dora and friends.
And you can see Dora the Explorer herself on this wonderful float, a favorite character for lots of kids right across North America.
And Mel, she will be a favorite of yours too soon, now that you have little Marquesa.
I'm really looking forward to it, Ken. Now, you can see Dora is looking very pretty today. She's joined on her float by children's entertainer Splash and Boots. Now, they are the winners of the 2014 Canadian Children's Group of the Year, and they just arrived from performing all the way out in St. John's, Newfoundland.
And what a good time the kids on this float are having. So great that Dora and her friends could be with us today.
Any favorite shows when you were growing up, Ken?
Well, we did have television.
I wasn't insinuating anything other than that.
Well, Dora, I can tell you, was one of the favorites with my kids. This is the St. Marcelina Secondary School drumline, and they're joined by the T-Dot Dumplers.
What a talented group of young people we have here today. Also, they are this year's Canadian Drumline Association Provincial Champions. A big congrats to them.
Well, in that case, let's have a listen.
This is shaping up to be one of the best Santa Claus parades yet.
It is, just as you said it was going to be. But wait till you see what we have coming up. We have a float from the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the Penguins coming from Madagascar. We also have the villains and the heroes from Skylander, the great video game.
And don't forget, Ken, Santa himself is on the way. I cannot wait to see what surprises he has in store for us this year.
And if you're joining us online, don't forget to use the hashtag #ToSanta. We'll be back with more of the Santa Claus Parade in just a few moments.
Dear Santa, I'm Megan and I'm 8 years old. Thank you for last year's present. I love it. This year, I would really like a laptop because I really need it and my mom's computer is too slow.
I've been really good this year because I've been helping out people who are in need.
Kindly give my mom, dad, grandparents $1,000. If I could ask you one question.
How do you make it all around the world in one night?
Where do you buy your groceries? What's your middle name? Please answer me soon. Thanks a million. Love, Prince. XOXOXOXO.
Hey, I'm Taylor Swift.
Hey, I'm Ed Sheeran.
Hey there, I'm Hilary Duff.
Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
I'm really excited to watch Luca open presents this year. It's going to be a fun one in my household.
I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season and you enjoy the parade. Say hi to Santa, eat some mince pies. You have mince pies here, right? Mince pies, mulled wine, presents, get fat.
I hope everyone enjoys watching the Santa Claus Parade, and I wish I was going to be here to watch it too.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Parade. It seems like this year's parade is bigger and better than ever before.
And right now, the next float should look familiar to viewers right across Canada. It is from Creative Saskatchewan and CTV to celebrate Corner Gas, the movie, which is coming to CTV this December.
You know, that was always one of my favorite TV shows, and it's so great to have some of the cast on the float. Brent Butt, Nancy Robertson joining us. Of course, we also know them as Brent and Wanda.
It's true. Now, I don't want to give away any spoilers, Ken, for this movie, but all of you fans are wondering, what is this about? I can tell you this much. Brent and the gang will be trying to save Dog River from a very devious plan.
Ooh, I'm sure there are a lot of people excited to see that one. Wonderful to have this tribute to the movie from Creative Saskatchewan and CTV here today. When the Santa Claus Parade comes to town, you know that the holiday season has officially begun.
All right, if you'd like to follow all of the parade action online, it's really easy. Just go to ctv.ca/Santa Claus Parade. Now, Ken, we have a lot of friends here on stage with us. If I can please ask your name.
Riley.
And what are you asking Santa for this year, Riley?
Monster High Dolls.
That sounds good. That sounds good. What about you? What's your name?
My name is Olivia, and I want a magic 8-ball for Christmas.
Whoa, that sounds really cool. And as the parade continues, we have a wonderful chance to hear some music. This is the Ridley College Cadet Corps Band.
The band has a lot of history. First started more than 100 years ago as a small group, just a bass drum and a few bugles, and look at them now.
Well, there's a big group of them here today, so why don't we take a listen in?
Marching to the beat is this group dressed as dragons.
Well, luckily those look like friendly dragons, Ken, that have flown in today to join in on the fun on this parade.
Now, if you've got kids who are into video games, this next float is a special treat for them from EB Games Canada.
This is the Skylanders Trap Team. Now, I see some of the most popular creatures. There is Crocagator, Snapshot, guarding the front of the float, and Sure Shot Shroom Boom, ready to shoot himself straight into the crowd, Ken.
Congratulations on saying that name with a frozen mouth. That's fun. Watching over everyone today, the evil Portal Master Chaos, causing trouble for all of the Skylanders.
Well done, EB Games Canada, for bringing us this incredible float.
And I'm sure a lot of kids are going to be asking their parents to ask Santa for video games this Christmas. And let's welcome the next band from St. Michael's College School. And they're performing alongside the University of Toronto cheerleading squad.
And this is sure to get the crowd energized. Why don't we all take a listen in?
And here we have the celebrity clowns, more than 100 of them.
All of these clowns have made big donations and help ensure the success of the parade year after year.
Melissa, it looks like we are in the presence of royalty.
I think so, Ken. We have a king and a queen walking in today's parade.
And they brought their fairy friends as well as some beautiful roses.
And I might say those royal waves are spot on.
Young children everywhere are going to be very excited for this next float. We're happy to have this familiar face back at the Santa Claus Parade, courtesy of Mattel Canada.
It is Barbie, and I see that she's joined by her friends Romy the Mermaid and Nori the Fairy from the film Barbie and the Secret Door, all in gorgeous shades of pink, I might add.
And kids all around the world play with Barbie this year. She turns 55 years old.
You don't say. Well, she is aging very well, Ken. Barbie and her friends are back at the parade this year. A big thanks to Mattel Canada. Check back in now with Gurdeep, who's getting to know the families along the parade route. Hi, Gurdeep.
Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, look at all these amazing kids I'm surrounded by right here. Oh my goodness, so many kids down here for the parade. And I'm going to do something that's going to make me very unpopular right now, Mel and Ken. I'm springing a pop quiz on a couple of friends I just met, Connor and Brooke from Port Perry. Guys, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, how many elves does Santa have helping him out at his workshop?
2,000.
2,000. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct. Now listen, you know Santa loves his cookies, right? Mrs. Claus, what type of cookies does she make for Santa?
Sugar cookies?
Sugar cookies. These kids are good. They've definitely done their homework. Mel, Ken, send it back over to you.
Marching along to the parade right now, we have a group guaranteed to warm things up.
This is a very sunny team. We've got fish and starbursts, along with some brightly colored clowns.
And we need to give a shout out right now to a group that is helping getting our parade moving today.
That's right, Ken. Kia Canada providing vehicles to help these floats throughout the city, and they are the official automobile of the parade.
And the warm feelings continue with our next float, Tropical Vacation. Who doesn't love a nice warm holiday in the wintertime?
You got it. Brings me right back to our warm summer weather. You know, Ken, I hope that after the holiday season is over, Santa has the opportunity to enjoy some fun in the sun on one of redtag.ca's amazing vacations.
Well, if anybody deserves a vacation from work, I guess it's Santa. Winter season is a busy time of year for him, making and delivering all of those presents.
The team at redtag.ca now celebrating their 10th anniversary. We want to thank them for taking us on a tropical holiday today and for being a part of the Santa Claus Parade.
And it certainly is a very tropical float. You a fan of the tropics or are you a fan of the winter?
I'm Canadian, so you know I love winter, but listen, I love a little getaway to the sun too.
And you live on a horse farm, and the horses love it with the snow coming down.
They sure do.
Now, coming from London, Ontario, we have the Western Mustang Band.
They've been together for so many years and provide the halftime entertainment at all of the sporting events at Western University. Why don't we take a listen in?
Last year at the parade, Melissa was pregnant. Now she's not, and look who she has here.
She went from under the cape to over the cape. This is little Marquesa at her first Santa Claus parade.
How you doing, Marquesa?
I think that means she loves it.
She is a cutie patootie.
Thank you.
And now, hasn't this all changed your perspective?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing, Ken.
Life in general, but the parade in particular. Now, coming up, Marquesa, are you into sports yet? You're going to love what we have ahead. And we have some penguins, and we also have some flying bears.
And don't forget, we've got Mrs. Claus, and we also have Santa himself as well. We've got so much more coming up on the parade.
Hi everyone, we're the Rutherford family from Toronto.
Greetings from Godroux family here in beautiful Quebec City.
Hi, we're the Fader family from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and we'd like to say happy holidays to everybody across the country.
It's such a magical time of the year here. We really like cross-country skiing on the plains of Abraham.
Our favorite part of Christmas is spending time with our family and giving gifts. My favorite part is Santa Claus!
Happy holidays and enjoy the parade!
Joyeux Noël!
Christmas is all about... Okay, I think they're all saying presents.
I think the best part about Christmas is spending time with family and friends. I love all the snow and the Christmas tree. Santa Claus gives presents.
It's pretty much all about
giving presents and receiving presents.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
And welcome back to the Santa Claus Parade.
All right, we have been wowed. We have had giant-sized Barbies and toys as well. You know, Ken, there's so much more that's coming our way.
We even had a little dog here named George and a little cutie named Marquesa.
I know, it's
and if
true.
you're watching online, don't forget to use #ToSanta.
Now, speaking of online, I hear that Santa has been checking his Twitter account as well, which is very exciting. So make sure that you're tweeting at him and at us as well. And also, if you're taking some selfies, put those online too. Our next float features a place that I'm sure a lot of kids would love to visit. It's summer camp. We see it brought to life by Volkswagen Canada.
This lovable wolf paddling his red canoe through the streets of Toronto. Now, Mel, I know you live on a horse farm, but do you ever like canoeing or whitewater rafting, something like that?
It's on my bucket list. How about I say that?
Don't forget to bring a bucket with you.
That's right. And right behind the wolf is a raccoon in bright yellow swim shorts. Looks like he's ready to dive in.
Well, who knew that a wolf and a raccoon could be such good friends? I love how the parade brings all sorts of people and creatures together.
Hey, great work, Volkswagen, for being a proud sponsor of the parade. Let's hear from the St. Joseph Schollard Hall Marching Band.
And they're here all the way from North Bay, Ontario. This marks their 5th appearance at the Santa Claus Parade.
And they'll go home knowing that over 1 million people enjoyed their performance today. What a great experience. Why don't we listen in?
Look at these delicious-looking gingerbread cookies coming our way. Baking cookies or making a gingerbread house is a tradition for a lot of folks over the holidays.
It's a tradition to make them as much as it is to eat them, Ken. One of my favorite treats for sure at this time of year. And speaking of sweets, here comes the Tim Hortons celebrating 50 years.
And in the front, an elf carrying away a stack of honey crullers, chocolate dip, Sprinkles. Oh, my.
All my favorites. And right behind, his friends are baking up a blast from the past. Tim Hortons is famous for serving their treats to Canadians right across the country, and this float is showing us many of our favorites from when they first opened.
Pies, eclairs, and some very retro-looking donuts, and they all still look so delicious.
And one of the elves even holding a 50th anniversary cake. A big congrats and thank you for being a part of the parade.
Now, food is a big part of Christmas. Is there something during the holidays, Mel, that you like more than anything else?
Well, definitely a Portuguese tradition to do roasted chestnuts.
I haven't had that. I'm coming over.
Okay, how about chocolate-covered chestnuts?
Even better. And we follow that coffee and donuts and chocolate-covered chestnuts with a name that reminds me of chocolate, the Lady Godiva Memorial Band with the U of T Palm Team.
The band is run by students from University of Toronto's engineering program. Now get this, Ken, you don't even need musical talent to join. If you don't play an instrument, well, anything you can hit with a stick, that will do.
And I heard these guys like to crash weddings too. I don't know. Would you like them to crash your wedding?
Well, it could be fun. Could be.
Well, let's see what they're up to. All right, let's check in with Gurdeep across the street and see what he's up to.
Well, Mel Ken, I'm making all kinds of new friends here, guys. This is great. Now, you know what, guys? We all know kids are amazing at unwrapping gifts, but what about unwrapping gifts with mittens on? I've got my friends here, Bella and Christian. They are here from Cambridge, Ontario. Guys, let's get low with me here. I want to put you to a little challenge. I want you to unwrap these with your mittens on. You ready? On your mark, get set, go. Oh, it's a race. Bella's doing pretty well. Christian, let me help Christian out. Let me help Christian out. Let me help Christian out. Oh, come on, Christian. Come on, Christian. Okay. We have a winner. I'll tell you what, though. Everyone's a winner here at the Santa Claus Parade. Bella, Christian, you guys both get to keep your gifts. All right. Back over to you.
Thank you, Gurdeep. Those giant mitts were a nice twist.
All right, some tigers and skunks all coming our way.
Along with soccer clowns, and they're sporting the color red.
Helping to pull our next float, we have to thank Kia, the official automobile of the Santa Claus Parade.
And this is the Toronto FC. They have been representing Toronto in Major League Soccer since their founding in 2007.
Now, the team just wrapped up its latest season just a few weeks ago. They're now busy prepping for the start of the training camp starting this spring.
And so many people, especially kids across the country, really getting into soccer. I'm sure Santa will have lots of soccer balls in his sleigh this Christmas.
And a big shout out to my parents, Frank and Claire, are some of the biggest soccer fans that we've got.
Any hints given to you about maybe season tickets to FC? Well, what a nervous moment for that goalie as one of the Reds prepares to take a shot on goal. Well done, Santa's Workshop. They've really brought these players to life. Look at the expressions on their faces.
It's the Toronto FC's way of wishing all of you Reds supporters a wonderful holiday season. It's really great to have them join the parade for the very first time.
And now let's enjoy the Baturin Concert Marching Band, founded in 1966, and they're based right here in Toronto.
Fun fact, Ken, Baturin once counted former Toronto Mayor David Miller among its members.
So who says politicians can't have rhythm? Let's enjoy some wonderful music.
Float features the Toronto Raptors.
And as we all know, they just kicked off their 20th anniversary, and I know their fans very much looking forward to their best season yet.
And boy, we're off to a great start. It's fitting to see the fierce Raptor in full uniform, and he's about to make a slam dunk. Now imagine the amount of creativity and hard work that went into this design. Definitely months in the making.
I love Raptor. And the Raptors have a lot of hard work ahead, too, as they build off their success from last year. And the team wants to wish all of the North a safe and happy holiday. We want to wish them lots of luck this season.
All right, so we've got so much more to come up, and including we're going to be celebrating one of Canada's favorite pastimes. And Ken, a hint, it involves a puck.
I wonder what that could be. Also, you know, one of my faves, because I love the movies, we have the Penguins of Madagascar coming up, and we have huge Lego figures who are playing in the snow.
I wonder who that could be. And you know what? This is it. So exciting. The man himself, Santa, we understand, is on his way.
So don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Santa Claus Parade in just a few moments.
Hey Canada, I'm Brad and I'm a zookeeper at the Toronto Zoo.
Hi everybody, from Ripley's Aquarium in Canada. I'm part of Santa's dive team. My job here is to make sure that my friends here, the Stingrays, are being good little boys and girls.
I'm here with a couple of Santa's little helpers. That's right, the reindeer. They're still on vacation, but they can't wait to get out for those gifts to the boys and girls all around the world. Enjoy the parade and happy holidays.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm Jordan.
We are from Nick and Night.
What up, it's Austin Mahone.
What's up, guys? It's Shawn Mendes, and I really hope you're enjoying the parade.
My favorite Christmas memory was one year my granddad was putting up lights on the roof.
We are hoping that you are having an amazing day.
He fell off and he made me promise that I wouldn't tell anyone, but I told my grandma.
And for the record, I am on the nice list.
I would say we're on the nice list.
Only naughty at certain times.
On stage, definitely not.
On stage.
And welcome back to the Santa Claus Parade. The kids are so excited, and the anticipation for Santa is building.
And this float is sure to put a smile on the faces of many hockey fans. It's from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And isn't this spectacular? We've got two kids playing ball hockey on the street. Going to be tough for them to score. That's a larger-than-life Jonathan Bernier in the net.
So many kids across Canada love to play hockey, and this is a great tribute. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs would like to wish all of their fans in Leafs Nation a hockey-filled and happy holiday.
And what a great new addition to the parade. You know, someday, Mel, little Marchese may grow up to, she may grow up to be a hockey fan.
Well, listen, if her dad has his way, she'll be a goalie on Team Canada playing in the Olympics one day.
Well, my granddaughter is in Ottawa right now with a hockey tournament. All you need to do is get ready to do a lot of travel and get up early in the morning.
That's what coffee's for. Well, the holiday season's certainly kicking off, and I know the Santa Claus Parade a big part of that, Ken.
Yeah, and a big part of the Santa Claus Parade is kids. Yeah. How you doing there, kid?
Good.
Okay, do you like to play hockey?
Yes.
Yeah. You got a favorite team?
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, what color do they wear?
Blue and white.
Yeah, atta girl. You got a favorite player?
I don't really know his name, but I think he's the number 14.
How about David Clarkson?
I just forgot.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, but I like hockey. You like to play?
Yeah, usually in gym I play. I'm really good. I get like 10 scores.
Wow, good for you. And right now we get to enjoy some more music, this time from the Malvern Collegiate Marching Band.
It's always so great to hear all of these wonderful bands at the beginning of the season. It really helps put everyone into the festive spirit. So hey, let's listen in. The spectacular float comes courtesy of Yorkdale Shopping Center.
And it looks like all the animals in the Crystal Forest have come out to play. There is a moose, and a bear ice skating, and it looks like a couple of rabbits are having fun too.
And I think it's time to remind everyone that guess what? Your days of shopping before Christmas, yep, they're counting down quickly.
Well, I think I have a lot of work to do. Great work from Yorkdale Shopping Center. They've been bringing something fashionable to holiday celebrations for more than 40 years.
Now, are you an early shopper, or do you like to leave everything to the last minute, Kevin?
Well, you know, we have 7 kids. We have 3 grandkids. We have a whole bunch of daughters-in-law and sons-in-law on the way, that sort of thing. So we have to get started early in the year. You know what I do as well early?
What's that?
Find a parking spot.
Right now, one of my favorite bands, it's the Bando do Señor Santo Cristo de Toronto.
And this is another one of the returning favorite bands, all right. So let's see them perform right here at the Santa Claus Parade. Let's listen in. The elves are here, along with the Snowflake Queen and her Snowflake Princesses and Crystal Clouds.
These costumes are incredible. I know that the parade team put a lot of work into making them each and every year.
Melissa, I think this float has all of the glitter and sparkle you can handle. This is Swan Lake from Swarovski.
Ken, you know me well. Now, really, who wouldn't love all of these crystals? These swans are decorated with, get ready for this, 5 million crystals. Outstanding.
A lot of work, and the result is beautiful.
Well, there are some very special kids riding on this float today from Sick Kids Hospital here in Toronto. With the holiday season kicking off, it is a great time to remind everyone watching that they can make a difference in someone else's life.
The Hospitals Get Better Gifts campaign is a great example. You can donate on behalf of a teacher, a family member, or a friend, and your money will go towards buying games, arts, and craft supplies, or to support family members, helping take care of children at Sick Kids.
A really special cause indeed. It is wonderful to have Swarovski bringing us this float to the Santa Claus Parade.
And you know, there's a special young lady on board there, Helena Kirk. She knows what Sick Kids is all about. She watched the parade in past years from inside Sick Kids Hospital looking out, and now here she is on the float. And right now we have the North Toronto Collegiate Marching Band.
This high school band practices many long hours to prepare for this appearance in today's parade. Why don't we listen in? These marchers have come a long way to be with us today. These are the colorful people from the Arctic, and joining them are the beautiful candy cane princesses.
Mel, did you know that the route is more than 6 kilometers long? So these people are really getting a workout.
And here is someone else getting a workout. It's a brand new float featuring Jolly the Snowman from CIBC Children's Foundation.
And it looks like Jolly's having a great time, speeding down the slopes on his sled. Look at the smile on his face. Now, I know this is something kids across Canada also love to do once the snow starts to fall.
Well, this float is a great reminder of the annual CIBC Miracle Day on the first Wednesday of December. Now, each year they raise funds for children in need, which is a fantastic cause.
And a fantastic new float here. When was the last time you built a snowman?
It's been a long time, but I'm looking forward to restarting the tradition with my baby.
And then you're going to do angels in the snow?
That too.
And then you're going to be digging snow out of your boots?
And then a big hot chocolate.
A big hot chocolate.
Time to get back into some music, courtesy of De La Salle College.
And did you know the official colors of De La Salle College are actually green and red? Perfect color scheme for the holidays. Let's listen to it. oldest floats in the history of the Santa Claus Parade. Always great to see these favorites return.
For sure. Also coming up, we've got penguins of Madagascar. We've got trains filled with toys. We've got dogs on ice, too.
And we're going to get a chance to speak with Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus himself.
If you would like to catch up with more fun along the parade route, go online to ctv.ca/Santa Claus Parade right now. Another quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, we are the Francois-Saint-Cyrs family from Edmonton.
We're the Morrisseys in Calgary.
Hi, I'm Olivia. Hi, I'm Isabella. We're from Vancouver, BC.
Hi, we're the Simons, and we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Christmas is all about traditions. If you don't have a tradition, create your own and follow it. That's the way we create memories.
Be safe. Santa's coming soon.
Be good.
You be good. Happy holidays and enjoy the parade.
Enjoy the Santa Claus Parade.
Merry Christmas from HMCS Toronto into the Mediterranean Sea.
I'm Lieutenant General Alain Parent with NORAD in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Every year, NORAD tracks Santa during his Yuletide journey around the world with the same equipment we use to keep North America safe. Our high-tech radars, satellites, fighter aircraft, and Santa cameras are tracking Santa Claus right now on his way to the Toronto.Santa Claus Parade. Looks like he will be arriving soon.
Have a good parade! Merry Christmas!
You know what else is great at this time of year? To take a moment to thank and recognize the wonderful men and women from across this country that serve this country each and every year.
Absolutely, for their wonderful service. This is also a great time of year for friends and family to get together.
And to our families on the street here, we know they're all very excited because Santa Claus is coming to town.
Sure is. But first, crows, scarecrows, and a family of farmers wearing their cowboy hats and bonnets.
And they look like they belong on Old McDonald's farm in winter. One of the parade's most historical floats. It's brought to us by McDonald's Canada.
This is a reproduction of the original float, which was first featured in 1951. Now, all except the animals, which are the original ones, just a fresh coat of paint.
You know, it's one of the things I love the most about the Santa Claus Parade, the history.
Now, it's grown so much in its 110 years. The first parade only featured Santa. Now, he is still the highlight, but his entourage, well, that's gotten a little bit bigger.
I'd say it's gotten a lot bigger. It's all because of sponsors like McDonald's. They got involved 32 years ago, and as usual, we're loving it.
And hey, Gurdeep, I understand you're making some great memories with some fans and families out there.
Absolutely, I am, Mel. You know, it's amazing the stories you hear down at the Santa Claus Parade. I'm joined now by the Hooper family from Toronto. We got Grandma and Grandpa, we got Mom, and we got the kids here, Lily and Nathan as well. Grandma, I want to ask you, how long have you been coming down to this parade?
I hate to admit it, but 65 years.
And you haven't missed a year?
Never.
That is incredible. Lily, Nathan, you guys loving it? Yeah. We're all loving it. Mel, Ken, let's go back to you.
Thank you, Gurdeep. And right now, who doesn't love penguins and some baby penguins, too?
I love seeing these penguins staying warm at this time of year. How? With their flapping wings, of course. And look at this, Penguins of Madagascar.
I love those movies. Kids everywhere are so excited to head to the theater and see this movie over the holiday season.
And today we get to see these super spy penguins in action as they take part in the parade for the very first time. Now, you know, for spies, they might look mighty cute. I do know for a fact, Ken, that Benedict Cumberbatch, well, he provides one of the voices in the film, so I know at least one of them is super cute.
And right behind them is the bouncy castle. You from the film's trailer, which I imagine they use for their secret spy training.
Great job, DreamWorks Animation, for bringing these fun characters here to the Santa Claus Parade.
And you know that's something you have to look forward to with little Marchese.
Great memories looking ahead.
Well, the only thing that can top cute penguins is a group of adorable beavers, bears, and baby raccoons.
And everyone looks so squeezable in their furry little costumes.
And they're leading the way for Finn's great Santa tracking adventure.
Finn is the newest addition to the Sears plush family, and they'll be donating 100% of the proceeds from sales to youth support programs across Canada.
Here, Finn is helping NORAD to track Santa's journey from the North Pole. And he is escorted by 2 snowbird jets over lush Canadian landscape. Tracking Santa's a very important mission. Serious business.
And it's great to have Sears as a sponsor here at the parade. Finn, keep up the good work.
Now, here's one of the great mysteries of all time. How does Santa get to so many houses in one night?
You know, I guess it's one of the magical secrets of Christmas.
Well, here's something else I know. Scientists have been able to put a spaceship on a comet, but they still haven't been able to figure out how Santa gets to all these homes in one night.
And now for the Jean Vanier Secondary School Marching Band and Dancers, newly formed just 2 years ago.
And they're already doing so well. Rapper Classified helped award a special grant to the school's music department earlier this year, and the marching band was front and center.
Let's take a listen. Is almost here, Ken.
And don't forget Mrs. Claus. She's always got something special for us.
She sure does. Also, one of the most popular toys of all time in a way that you had never seen before. It's going to be Lego-tastic.
You having a good time, George? George is having a nap. Hoping you're comfortable at home, too. We'll be back with more of the Santa Claus Parade in just a few minutes.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen,
On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
dashing through the snow. Oh, I forgot the rest.
Dashing through the snow
in a one-horse open sleigh,
over field to go, laughing all the way.
bells and bobtails ring,
Making spirits bright.
what fun it is to ride and sing
A sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride one horse open sleigh. Yeah, another ride.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get right to it.
Well, you are looking at a playful snow fight featuring some of the great minifigures created by Lego. And it looks like we're about to be hit by a snowball. Look out!
Those minifigures aren't so many. Each of them is more than 6 feet tall, and it looks like one of them's having fun tobogganing down that hill. Now, you know that more than 4 billion of these figures have been made over the last 32 years?
And here's a trick for everyone that would like to speak another language. Every time you hear the word Lego, you are actually saying play well in Danish.
Ja, Lego! And it's great to see a toy still so popular with kids after many, many years. You asked me earlier about toys that I was playing with as a little kid. Lego would have been one of them. We love having these figures brought to life here at the parade. And tobogganing, a big part of winter. You have to embrace it or you have to head south.
That's right. That was one of my favorite things to do growing up.
Well, the countdown to Santa is officially on. Can you feel it in the air?
I can. And you know what else I can feel, Ken? It is cold out here indeed. But you know what? It is also, I guess, a silver lining, because that must mean that snow is on the way, which means maybe snowmen and maybe even some snowball fights.
You know what I can feel? I can feel you're in for trouble, Gyro. You want to fight with snowballs.
Look out.
Look out. But you know what? We can call a truce for now.
Okay, I guess so.
Time to get back to more music. Here comes the Kelly's Heroes Marching Band.
Now, I've heard that this band is busy all year long performing at a ton of different events, but to them, the Santa Claus Parade is the biggest show of the year.
Very exciting.
Over there. What's happening on the street?
Oh my gosh, you know, we're all having fun trying to pass the time waiting for Santa Claus, and I thought, why don't we play a little funny face game with some of my new friends? We've got Anthony, Alia, and Julia. You guys want to play a funny face game? All right, let's do it. Show me the face you guys would make if you came downstairs and you saw Santa under the tree. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, how about this? What if your parents decided that you had to do all the dishes after Christmas dinner? Show me the face. Oh, yeah, okay. That's disappointment right there. Ken, Mel, let's go back to you. We got some actors here.
Great actors, Gurdeep. And here come the Dalmatian dogs and hockey players. I'm sure there are a lot of kids out there who like to play outside in the winter with their dogs.
And it's the hockey dogs from Scotiabank, and they seem to be enjoying their time on the ice. I love seeing this in action.
The players are attempting to take a shot on that, but it looks like it's being guarded well. And there's some smiling fans cheering them on in the back.
There's something about hockey that really brings Canadians together. A great way for kids to be part of a team.
It's also a great way for parents to wake up early on weekends, take their kids to hockey practice.
Hey, well done, Scotiabank, for this great float. They are the official bank of the Santa Claus Parade, and I hear Santa himself.
Hockey is a much beloved game in Canada. I'm surprised that you haven't played it.
I've played a game or two. What about you, Ken?
Oh, yeah. I used to play as a kid. I played defense. The job as a defenseman, I understand, is to stand on the blue line and watch the players go by you.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, pretty much. Or sit on the bench. And here's a group that we love to see every year. It's the Salvation Army Band.
They have a reputation for being one of the best brass bands in the entire world.
They're very impressive. Let's listen. Little George here is holding up. I think it's because he's bundled up, just like the thousands of people lining the streets in Toronto watching the Santa Claus Parade.
I think you got that right. It is wonderful to see everybody here taking in the magic of the parade.
And part of the magic, Santa Claus himself just around the corner.
And don't forget, Mrs. Claus is on her way as well. If you'd like to catch up with the fun on the parade, go online to ctv.ca/Santa Claus Parade. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're the Sweeneys from Toronto.
Hi, we're the Wilsons from Edmonton.
Hi, we're the Mangabat family, and we're from Stillville, Ontario.
And we want to wish all the big and little kids out there a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Our wish for Canadians this year is happiness, health, and the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the Stanley Cup.
Be good, stay warm, and enjoy the parade.
What does Santa say?
Oh. There you go.
Yes.
Yay!
Hey, I'm Russell Peters.
What's up, I'm Macklemore.
I'm Ryan Lewis.
Hey, We're Headley.
We're the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters, and we hope that everyone's enjoying the Santa Claus Parade.
And we just want to wish you guys all a very happy holidays.
Santa's just around the corner.
I know I've been a good guy this year. I'm going to get a lot of presents.
You won't be getting as many as me.
Oh, yes, I will.
Watch this.
So be grateful this year because we're so lucky to have the chance to give someone else a better life.
We want to wish you
a Merry Christmas, Canada.
Much love.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Parade.
Well, just a few short minutes until Santa is here as well. This has been a tradition with Canadians since 1905, if you can believe that, Ken. I got to ask, what's your favorite tradition?
Well, it doesn't go back to 1905. You know what? I hate to be corny about it all, but it's really a case of seeing family and friends. That's the big deal over the holidays. And drinking eggnog. Copious amounts of eggnog.
Eggnog. Anything to stay warm, as far as I'm concerned. So again, the hot chocolate, bring it on.
Now we see something lots of children are putting on their wish list to Santa.
Dolls, and they look so pretty in those colorful Christmas dresses.
And here comes a favorite of the parade, the toy train, en route from Toys R Us.
This is train number 1225, and it's going to help Santa make his deliveries to kids around the world on Christmas Day.
And I bet any kid would absolutely love to be a passenger on this train. Those cute conductors and elves are having the time of their lives.
And it doesn't hurt to be surrounded by all of those wonderful toys from Toys R Us.
And all of the toys on this float are going to be donated to children in need this holiday season. A really special treat. What do you think is going to be the hottest toy of the season, man?
I'm guessing it's probably video game related.
I'm guessing you are probably correct. Toy train reminds you of your car during the holidays when you head off to visit family? A whole bunch of toys in the back seat like that?
Kind of looks something like it. I think you're right.
Toot toot, here we come. The Attica Senior High School Band has arrived. These young people have performed at the Rose Bowl Parade and for the Buffalo Bills.
Not to mention, this is their 21st appearance here at the Santa Claus Parade.
And can you believe they are all from a school of only 600 in Attica, New York?
Wow, there's something in the air there for sure. Hey, why don't we have a listen? Where I can get myself a set of those cute penguin PJs.
Yeah, that is totally your style, Mel. I'm leaning towards the gingerbread cookies myself, though I might need a jog later to work off the calories. Fortunately, we have some pretty active floats coming up. A 7-foot polar bear, a gorgeous vintage rocking chair, and a snowman on skis.
All wearing bibs from the Holly Jolly Fun Run 5K presented by Sport Check, which took place earlier today. Let's have a look.
There you go.
Second year for the Holly Jolly Fun Run, and look at that, Wendell Clark starting the race. Looks like they're having a great time.
And Sport Check wants to help all Canadians live healthy and active lives, so it's fitting that they're a part of this new parade initiative.
We're getting closer and closer to Santa. You know how I know that?
How's that?
Because Mrs. Claus has arrived.
Well, there she is in her home at number 1 North Pole, and it's fully decorated with Christmas decor from Canadian Tire.
And Santa's elves are on board, putting on the finishing touches. And we see that Mrs. Claus herself busy cooking up a delicious dinner for Santa and all his friends.
You know, we wouldn't mind an invite, Mrs. Claus.
Absolutely. Hi, Ken and Melissa.
Is this the most exciting time of the year for you?
Absolutely. We're busy all year planning to make dreams come true for all the children.
Well, Mrs. Claus, what meal do you prepare for Santa before he leaves to deliver presents?
Well, Santa loves tradition, and he can't get enough turkey and fixing, and he has a sweet tooth, you know. He loves my homemade apple pies.
All right, Mrs. Claus, lovely to see you again.
And a great job to Canadian Tire for helping with all of those amazing decorations.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Well, the moment we have all been waiting for is almost here. We just met Mrs. Claus. Santa's not far behind.
You know how we know that, Ken? Because it is getting so loud. That's how we know.
All right, stay tuned. Santa Claus coming up right here at his own parade.
Santa is, I think Santa's 20. Santa is 31. I think he's younger than my dad, you know? 65, maybe? 14. Santa, I think, is over 1 million, you know? He's something in the 700s.
Maybe like 100, but he looks good for 100.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas.
All units, please respond to the Santa Claus Parade to assist jolly old St. Nick with bringing holiday cheer.
Let's go, guys!
Boys and girls across Canada can't wait to see him. On the double, boys.
Happy holidays! Enjoy the parade!
And we are back. Santa is almost here, Ken.
Woohoo! Pretty excited about that, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you know what? The people have been bundled up all day waiting for their chance to see Santa Claus. He's coming shortly.
And we're going to be able to speak with him directly. Can't wait for that.
Okay. Before Santa arrives, we have the Burlington Teen Tour Band. They are Canada's oldest and largest youth marching band.
And over the years, they performed in television shows, movies, and concerts, and music videos, and, of course, right here at the Santa Claus Parade. Let's listen.
Quickly check back in with Gurdeep to see all the excited folks waiting at the sidelines for Santa. Gurdeep?
Thanks so much, Ken, Melissa. My Santa insiders are telling me that Santa is almost here. But in the meantime, we got some excited kids. We got Ethan, Lucia, and Jordan. Guys, when Santa comes by, what are you going to do to get his attention?
Wave, probably.
That's a good call. And, you know, there's been so many floats so far. Lucia, what's been your favorite float?
Lego.
I know, there's been so many good ones. We're all speechless here. Mel, let's go back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Gurdeep. For 110 years, the parade has been making its way throughout the entire city. We know right now, Ken, people watching, this is making it a very special parade indeed.
Helping to lead them through the parade route, we have elves, toy soldiers, and some kids who are so excited for Santa they forgot to change out of their PJs. Now I can hear sleigh bells, and I think I can see the from Rudolph's nose. Can only mean one thing: Santa Claus has arrived.
Hello, Santa!
Well, hello, Melissa. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Santa, do we say hello or do we say hello, ho, ho?
Oh, no, I think you should say hello, ho, ho is very nice. Wonderful.
Hey, what do you think of all the crowds here at the parade today?
You know what? I have never seen so many smiling faces as I have this year. Wow. All I can say is wow.
Hey, Santa, what are the toys the kids are asking for this year?
Well, you know, I'm finding that more children are asking for toys that they can actually work with and also do things with, like toboggans, sleighs, would you believe, badminton and tennis rackets and push toys.
Well, we believe it. Now, since you're here with us today, what's that mean about the elves? Do they get a day off at the North Pole?
Well, no, up at the North Pole, they don't ever get a day off until after Christmas Eve because they are so busy with the number of kids now all over the world that they never get a day off. But after Christmas Eve, they get a month off.
Well, Santa, you make all year spending and making gifts for everybody around the world. But what about you? What do you want for Christmas?
You know something, Melissa? Actually, Santa, all he wants is that everyone should be happy and helpful with each other and try to always wear a smile and be happy. Because, you know, if you wear a smile, you'll feel happy. And if you feel happy, you'll be happy. So everyone, ho, 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 ho!
That's great advice, Santa.
Ho, 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 ho.
Santa, thank you so much for joining us. We know you have to talk to the kids at the sidelines.
Wow.
Have a wonderful Christmas.
Wow. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Well, boys and girls, it's so nice that you're here. Are you having a great parade day? Oh, Merry Christmas to everyone. Oh, and Melissa and Ken, I don't know if you can still hear me, but I'm going to wish you and everyone, especially all the viewers, a very, very Merry Christmas. Oh, what a gorgeous day for a parade.
Merry Christmas.
Wow. Everyone over here, on the count of 3, wish everyone a Merry Christmas. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. Oh, ho, ho. Very nice. Santa is so happy to be back in Toronto.
Well, now you know why they call him the jolly old elf. Wonderful to see Santa here. Gurdeep, wonderful to have you with us. Mel said this was going to be the biggest and best parade yet. I think she's right.
You know what? Some of the best floats I have ever seen. Did you have any favorite moments, Gurdeep?
Oh, man, you know what? It's always just meeting the kids, meeting the families, and now it's my favorite moment being up here on the big boy bench with you guys.
And George is hanging in there as well. If you'd like to relive any of the moments along the parade route, go to ctv.ca/Santa Claus Parade.
To all of the kids who joined us here on the set and all the people out on the streets, but especially to you at home, have a happy, safe, healthy holiday season. We'll see you again next year. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, Santa is happy to be here. Are you having a great parade day? Santa's having an absolutely fantastic parade day.